What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be making a classic lasagna. I'm going to start off with the meat sauce. For my meat of choice, I'm going to be using 1 pound of ground turkey. You can choose to use ground beef or ground chicken. I'm going to use 1 pound of Italian sausage, crushed tomatoes, a couple of tablespoons of tomato paste, garlic, a pinch of red pepper, olive oil, oregano, a medium onion chopped up, about a cup and a half of a chopped onion, and mint leaves, and also basil, a couple of tablespoons of basil. So here we go. First, I placed the onions in the skillet with olive oil. I let them cook, saute somewhat for about 2 minutes. Then I added the garlic, let that cook for another minute, and then I added my meat. So you have 1 pound of ground turkey and 1 pound of Italian sausage. I let this cook until I see no more pink, and then I'll drain it. I'm adding all my seasonings, my crushed tomatoes, my tomato paste. One of the seasonings I forgot to mention, because it's basically common knowledge, is the salt and pepper. I added a teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. So now we're going to cook this meat sauce. Here's the final stages of my meat mixture. I have had it cooking on a low fire for about 10 minutes. Now on to the cheese mixture. I'm going to use 2 cups of mozzarella, 2 pounds of ricotta whole milk cheese, a cup of grated Parmesan cheese, 2 eggs, and you really want 1/2 cup of fresh parsley. I did not buy enough parsley, so I'm going to substitute some of that out with parsley, dry parsley that I have on the shelf. And what is not in this picture, and if I didn't say 2 eggs, of course, and what is not in this picture is 1 teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. So this is my cheese mixture. Here's the finished product on the cheese mix. Okay, you're going to base the bottom of your 13 by 9 pan with tomato sauce. You'll use 1 cup at the bottom. Then you'll turn around and layer your noodles, then your cheese mix, then your meat, and then you will repeat. After you layer your noodles, you want to add about 1/3 of the cheese mixture and spread it. My cheese mixture is thick and it's kind of hard to move around so without my noodles moving. So I'm trying to get that spreaded evenly so in every bite you have cheese mix. And then next you're going to do the meat. So you're going to do 1/3 of the cheese, 1/3 of the meat. You're going to put some more cheese in between before you go to that next layer. So here's what it looks like with the meat mixture on top of the cheese mixture. And I said 1/3 of the cheese mixture and 1/3 of the meat mixture. I meant 1/2 because you're only going to have so much depth to your pan. So you want to do, depending on how deep your pan is, mine is your standard pan. I'm only going to do half meat mixture, half cheese mixture, then I'll repeat. So I've already used half of my meat and half of my cheese. Here I've layered it with mozzarella cheese, slices that is, before I go on to my next layer. So as you can see, my pan isn't that deep. So I'm going to top this with mozzarella cheese. Then I'm going to turn around, layer it with some more noodles. Hopefully it'll fit. And some tomato sauce. So let's see how this goes. And Parmesan cheese as well. Okay, got my noodles going the opposite direction on top. Now for the cheese and the sauce. almost forgot to take my last video before I put it in the oven, and here it goes. I put tomato sauce, I use mozzarella cheese and Parmesan cheese as the topper. I'm gonna wrap it with parchment paper now. And so here's the finishing touches to my lasagna, and I put it in the oven at 375. I covered it up with parchment paper and foil for 1 hour, uncovered it, put it back in the oven for 30 minutes, and here's the finished product. I hope you enjoy. Thank you.